Hello everybody, my name is Mark and I'm in A period contemporary issues, and today I will be talking about Nacirema in our book Fast Food Nation. So first off, let me explain what Nacirema is. Nacirema is American spelled backwards and is a term used in anthropology and sociology in relationship to aspects of behavior and society of citizens of the United States of America. Nacirema culture is categorized as a highly developed market economy which has evolved in a rich natural habitat. While much of people's time is devoted to economic pursuits, a large part of the fruits of these labors and a considerable portion of these days are spent in ritual activity. The focus of this activity is the human body, the appearance and health of which loom as a dominant concern in the ethos of the people. While such a concern is certainly not unusual, its ceremonial aspects and associated philosophy are unique. Now, the Nacirema culture was made for everyone who believed in ritual actions along their lifetime. Every household has one or more shrines devoted to this fundamental. Nacirema comes to show that in our daily lives, the things we do in every day have a meaning to it. Nacirema believes that many places in a person's life, including their house or what they use to do in each and every day, have some symbolic meaning to them. For example, Nacirema has a story that they mentioned in which medicine men are called doctors in our society. Herbalists are called pharmacists. Font is a sink. Holy mouth men are dentists. Small bundle of hog hairs and magical powders are toothbrush and toothpaste. And Latipso is hospital spelled backwards. This comes to show that Nacirema has a different symbolic meaning to their culture, and that they think of ways in which we do things in a different way. There are many more things, but you can get the gist of it. There are many things in people's lives that have meaning to it. In Nacirema, this culture shows the more complex side of what we do every day. If we think about it, we do a lot more than we think. In Fast Food Nation, there's one example of talking about E. coli, in which a disease, intestinal disease, or what we talked about, is a bacteria that can kill us, and they quote, "A tiny uncooked particle of hamburger meat can contain enough of the pathogen to kill you," which is on page 201. This section explains the many ways in which it can be transmitted and how we eat, a daily process in which we eat food. We are transmitting bacteria and disease from this process. This relates to Nacirema, in which they mention doctors and dentists as a way of personal hygiene. Now, from eating food in our society, we tend to keep a hygiene for ourselves, and Nacirema believes that this hygiene, also mentioned through many of its examples as medicine men as doctors, herbalists as pharmacists, holy mouth men as dentists, and then many places in the house, like font being a sink, in which we do daily hygiene things. But yeah, you get the gist of it. Another example is the philosophy of America changing. Fast Food Nation states, "If we change our ways, this new century may bring an impatience, a conformity, a refusal to be kept in the darkness. Less greed, more compassion, less speed, more common sense, and a sense of humor about brand and loyalties," which is on page 288. Fast Food Nation explains the change from being a country full of deceit and doubt and terrible conditions that we can change. Nacirema changed for the good, in which we can look back on society and from a standpoint see the choices we make each and every day and how they affect us. In conclusion, all cultures are different. Ours is a big culture, and the U.S. is the most powerful country in the world and can influence many people and things. This is our time to change and to reflect on what we as a people have done and what we can do in the future to improve. This has been a Mark Haran production for A period contemporary issues as a final project video. Thank you for watching.